today's project is this little brew packet that you can give as a gift for Halloween. This is a little packet, and what we'll do is make an envelope, and then we'll make a little sliding holder to hold it together when it's finished. The holder slides off, the packet opens up in the back, and you can slide in a little treat, like that. I made this packet to hold a size of cider that is by this Alpine company, and I've tried it with a couple of other different packets and it seems to work pretty good. The first thing you're going to need for your project is the template, and this is available on my blog. You can download it and print it out. It has all your instructions and the templates for making the pieces to put your little packet together. You can see from the template that this is not to size, but your measurements are all here, and this part of the background, the envelope base, is made on one 8.5 by 11 inch piece of cardstock. If you use a heavier cardstock, it works out better. And I chose a solid color. I'm going to be working with this orange today. If you take your piece of paper and put it down on some kind of a surface that has a graph on it, it helps a little bit to keep your lines straight. And what you'll want to do is take your paper and a ruler and a pencil. And I just draw my lines lightly on the paper to show the lines that you're going to need to cut and fold on. When you've got your piece of paper for your base all cut out as shown on the template, what you'll want to do is put it back in your runner or on some kind of a scoring surface and score on the dotted lines that are shown in the instructions. And basically that's just all 4 of these parts that fold. I'll give you a little hint that's not on the instructions. If your packet is thicker and you want to make your envelope a little fatter, you can extend out here and make another score mark at about another 1/4 of an inch, and that will just make you a fatter packet. Okay, my base is cut and scored now, and I'm going to show you a few extra steps that are optional. They just give your base a little bit of more character and a finished look, and that is to round your corners. The other thing that I have here is a circle punch, and I'm going to use half of it. So putting my base in here and looking from the bottom of my circle punch, I'm going to use it and cut just a little notch like that in my envelope. When you're finished, you can take a bone folder or a folding tool and fold your pieces up. But don't glue any of it together yet, because we're going to decorate it first. The next step on the instructions is to cut out these little pieces that we're going to use to embellish your envelope. And what you want to kind of do is take a look at this example that I have. For this one I have a purple piece that I ran through my cuddle bug, and it's on the front, the back flap panel here, and on the bottom, but I have different paper on the inside. So kind of think about what kind of paper you want to use for your final project. And on this one I actually had 3 different pattern papers, one for the front, one for the 2 back panels, and even a 3rd one for the inside. I'll show you guys another little trick that I found when I was putting these together the other day. I ran out of sponge daubers to do my distressing with, and I got this pretty new ink pad. It's called Autumn Terracotta, and I was too lazy to run to the store to get some more sponge daubers, so I grabbed some makeup sponges out of my drawer in the bathroom, and they work pretty darn good. When you have all your pieces ready, what you want to do is just start to put your envelope together. I like to put my inside together first. The hardest part of this really is just making sure that your paper is right side up. Okay, now you're ready to put your envelope together. So how you want to do that is to take it and run some glue. And I like to use about 2 runs of this glue just to make sure that it's going to hold really good. And you can use your bone folder again if you want to make sure that your folds are good. Fold your inside, your side tabs in first. Fold the bottom up. And the trick to this is to make sure that you're not going to glue it down super flat, if that makes sense. If you can see that, you can see that I left a little gap here. So you don't want to smash it really hard, but just leave space because you're going to put something inside there. Okay, when you've got that done, the next step is important. You want to take your package of whatever you're going to put in there, slip it inside. Because the last part is we're going to do this wraparound strip. Your strip can be a leftover piece of anything, any other piece of paper that you used before. And what you want it to do is go all the way around your project, but not be too tight, because you want it to slide up and down to come off. So I didn't even crease the edges of it or anything on the sides. I just made sure that it wrapped around once. I'm going to cut away some of my extra. And then I'll just glue it down. And you want to be pretty generous with your glue on this part too, because you want it to hold. Okay, now you have your little tab or your little slider part, wraparound thing, and it's going to slide up and down really easy to hold it shut. The last part is to embellish the front, and you can do that with any coordinating accessory that you wanted to. You could stamp on here. You could put some little, die cuts, or you could put some tags or some buttons or some ribbons, anything. I'm going to go ahead and finish mine. And there he is, all finished up. So that was really fun. We'll do that again in the winter, and we'll put hot chocolate inside them and see what we can come up with for that kind of project. Don't forget to stop by my blog and download your template for this project. I'll give you the address. And that's it for today. Thanks for stopping by.